We are dealing with a public health crisis. More and more people are taking their lives here in Michigan. When you take a look at numbers from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, here in Michigan between 1999 and 2016, we saw a 32.9% increase in suicides. In his Farmington office, Ryan Beal has built a business based on helping those with mental health struggles. It's personal.
I saw it coming, and that was the last intervention that I ever allowed anybody to walk away from. And so we lost him.
This is Steve Beal, Ryan's brother. Ryan can't help but believe someone, somehow, could have saved him. He thinks of him as he works.
Ran into a high school that had 5 suicides in 3.5 years. And our team, we had 10 of us with experts and third-party reviewers, basically said we're going to tackle this problem.
The result, a program called Prepare You, now offered to students in numerous schools. It arms students with information about mental health and how to get help. It is one example of people working to stop the suicide rate from continuing to skyrocket out of control.
It's an epidemic. There's an explosion of suicides in the state of Michigan, and we need to get to the bottom of why this is occurring.
Senator Jim Ronstadt says it's time for stakeholders across the state to band together to get answers. What can be done to help prevent suicide in different groups hit hardest, from youth to veterans and police officers to the elderly? Senate Bill 228 calls for the creation of a commission to develop a statewide action plan.
Suicide is the tip of the iceberg. These are serious problems.
Fred Cummins is the president of the Oakland County chapter of the Alliance for the Mentally Ill. He hears from families fearing their loved one could take their life, struggling to get help. His daughter did not commit suicide, but her death was connected to injuries she sustained during a mental health breakdown. He says he has seen lawmakers call for numerous studies, but need to instead fund mental health programs.
Now there's no hope, no opportunity.
Senator Ronstadt says he wants the studies done by his proposed commission to lead to action. His bill has been passed in the Senate and now needs approval from the House and the governor.
There are states that actually are reducing the number of suicides. Michigan's radically increasing in the number of suicides. So it's going to take a all hands on deck statewide approach to reduce these suicides.
If you or a loved one are struggling, there is help. You can always call the National Suicide Prevention Hotline at 1-800-273-TALK. Kim Russell, 7 Action News.